Hey guys, I just wanted to show you real quick that I made 2 more cards, which is a total of 8 for the Simon Says Stamp Special Edition Easter kit. So this was the 7th card I made. I did the green plaid on the surf blue paper, and I used my glue pen to do purple foil, although you really can't tell what color it is. Well, at least I can in person. You might be able to. And I just did some of the smaller lines. I like the way it turned out. I cut out a heart from one of the simple alcohol ink Yupo papers that I did. I did add a little bit of a darker yellow, I think. That was the only thing I added to that. Everything else was a mixture of the colors. And then on both the card base and the heart, I did the dotted lines, but I did 2 rows. One on the outside edge, one on inside further, also on the heart. And then I took the 3 patterned buddy stickers from the sticker sheet and I put them onto other pieces of Yupo paper that I had alcohol inked on, just because I wanted them to have a slightly different border. And that alcohol ink paper looked like this. Had some of the dandelion and the cracked pistachio on it. So that's what I put those on. I also outlined the edge of the markers in black ink before I put them onto the paper. And then after I attached them to the cards, these 2 flat to the heart. This one's popped up on dimensional tape, and so is the heart. Then I added glossy accents to all 3 rabbits. I used one of the stickers for the sentiment, Happy Easter, put it on another piece of that same alcohol ink and outlined it with the white pen, the white Jelly Roll pen, just like the dotted lines. And then I just added some of the confetti sequins that came in the kit. And that was all I did for that card. It came together fairly quick. And then the last card, number 8, I used the Tonic Harlequin paper again. I really liked the eggs on the line, and I wanted to use them in some way, so I put them up top. I put flowers down at the bottom, and then I stamped Grab a Penny, Surprise Inside, because really the only thing I hadn't used was the scratch-offs and the small ink pad. I mean, I used a stamp set. I used a couple, but I didn't really play with that stamp set a whole lot. So after I did that, I actually attached the tonic paper to my card base before I cut this out, just to try and make it easier on myself so I didn't have to try to line it up. Don't do that. If you think you can do it without making the mistake I did, go ahead. But what I did was I put the bottom half of the card base underneath the bottom cutting plate. But then when I rolled it through the machine, no matter how careful I thought I was being, it rubbed up against the inside of the machine. So now it's kind of raised and it's got some grease or something on there. So I kind of marked up the card. I'm going to see what I can do later on, just maybe a pink marker color over it. And then I put some acetate on that window. And then on the inside, I cut out pattern paper and put a frame on it so you couldn't see the edges of the acetate. And then I did 3 scratch-offs that say Scratch Me. Now, obviously, you can't see what I used. You would have been able to if I had been able to do a tutorial for these videos. We all know how that's going so far, because if it was going any better, you guys would see me making these instead of just seeing them afterwards. So I'll show you. I used this little guy with the music notes around the little chick on the right-hand side. I used the phrase, "You are exceptional," right in the center. And then I used this Easter egg that I embossed with early on in another card on the left side. And then I just took, as you can see, I used that same die. I kept the theme going throughout the card. I used the Easter sticker, and then I put Happy really small right on top of it. So that's it, the 8 cards. I will go get them now so you can see all of them. Okay, so we have this guy, and then we had this one, and then we had this one, and I'll zoom in on them so you can get a look at all of them. That one, which as you can see there's a tree missing because I think the cat knocked it off my desk in the middle of the night and my son got a hold of it. I was very upset. And then we have this one, and then the 2 I just showed you. So if you'll excuse me, I'm going to actually hand hold this for a minute, just so I don't have to move the cards around, just to give you a close-up. And so there's that one, the one with the Easter grass, this one that I did that very long 1.5-hour tutorial on, this one with the photo frame, well, Polaroid frame, the cross and the church, the alcohol ink paper, the, oh my goodness, I'm losing my mind here, the glossy accent bunnies, and the surprise inside card. Let me know what you think. Sorry I didn't do 10 cards. I was going to, guys, but honestly, I figured by the time I did these, it's almost Easter. I don't know how many of you are still going to be making cards that you plan on sending out for Easter. So I figured I would just make 8 since I've been having so many problems. And then I'll move on to the spring kit that I can start planning for and maybe get a video out before Easter. But honestly, I wanted to mess around and see if I could get the editing to work so that you guys wouldn't have to not see tutorials for the spring kit. So I'll show you where I've left, what I have left out of the Simon Says Stamp Easter kit. These are the stickers I have left. I didn't realize that I used so many. I have this little bit of alcohol ink paper. This was one of the ones I messed with where I added colors. I never ended up using it though. I thought it was too dark to use for Easter. This is the piece of vellum that I messed around with alcohol ink. I don't think I really used any vellum. I don't remember using any vellum on these cards because I didn't like the vellum that came in the kit. I like the vellum I have here better. And I didn't think it would be fair for me to make a card with my vellum, not use that vellum, and then you guys were stuck using what you had. I have a glue pen left, quite a bit, because I only used it once. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the scratch-off stickers left. Both stamp sets. And the stencil set. This is all of the Tonic Harlequin paper I have left. I have a cream card base and a mint card base left. Of course, the 2 storage pockets. The envelopes. There's quite a bit. It looks like I have a lot left, but there's actually quite a bit of foil gone in there. I mean, I didn't use a lot of the pink piece and the purple piece, but the green and gold I used quite a bit of. And there's the other piece of vellum. I do have some confetti left. I will tell you that my 9th or 10th card was going to be a shaker card, so I could use up the rest of this. But like I said, we're not going to get to that this time. And then I have a lot of pattern paper left. I still have green, both yellows, a blue and a little bit of the other blue, pink and orange, and then this pink and orange, this green, the pink, blue, and yellow, and this green and blue and yellow. So I have quite a bit left, you guys. I mean, I make good use of the kit, but I think I'm pleased that I still have paper left, especially plaid paper, to use on other cards. So I hope you guys liked all 8 of those cards. Please comment below and let me know what you think. I know I don't have a lot of subscribers yet, but I'd like to hear your comments. It means a lot to me. Also, if you're watching and you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I promise I will get better as we go along. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. And for those of you who celebrate it, happy Easter. Have a great night. Good night.